Welcome to the program. Now, the trial against lawyer Paul Gicheru at the International Criminal Court entered the second day yesterday, with the prosecution accusing the witness of double playing ahead of the trial. Lawyer Michael Canavas claimed that the witness engaged with the investigators and Gicheru's side at the same time. The witness is alleged to have lied about who introduced him to Gicheru and held an unauthorized meeting with Gicheru's team, recorded the engagements and later handed over the recordings to investigators.
After a day of questioning by the prosecution team on Tuesday during the opening of the trial against Paul Gicheru, it was the turn of the defense team to cross-examine the first witness in the trial. Referring to documents outlining interactions between the witness and investigators, the defense team, led by Michael Canavas, put to question the integrity of the witness.
It's not about tricking you, but I need you to be completely honest with me. That's what they wanted.
Yes.
Because they thought that you had not been completely honest in the past.
Yes.
The prosecution claimed the witness was double playing the investigators from the office of the prosecutor and those out to bribe him to withdraw as a witness.
You had been warned earlier that you were a double player.
In the conversation with him.
Yeah, okay.
The witness, according to the prosecution, held an unauthorized meeting with someone from Paul Gicheru's side and initially failed to disclose it to investigators.
You couldn't find the time to say, oh, by the way, I met with this person last night, even though you told me not to.
I did not inform the investigators immediately about the meeting. However, I handed over all the recordings that I had of my conversation with the person number 2.
During the trial, which went into private session several times to protect the identity of the witness, Canavas alleged the witness lied to investigators about who introduced him to Gicheru.
I was in fear, and 2, I thought I will be going back home, and if I go back home and I have revealed the person who took me to your client, then I will be in danger.
The witness, who had been relocated out of Kenya, told the court that he was afraid of the consequences of his revelations to investigators and lied to cover his friend.
So now you're imagining this conversation of this imaginary meeting. He said, actually, the same thing was happening to him when he was in that particular country.
I covered my friend.
I understand you covered your friend, but I'm suggesting this is what you're doing. On the spot, you're coming up with an imaginary scenario.
Gicheru, who is facing 8 charges of corruptly influencing witnesses in the Crimes Against Humanity case against Deputy President William Ruto and Joshua Arap Sang following the 2007-2008 post-election violence, has denied all the charges. The trial enters the 3rd day on Thursday. Rita Tinina, KTN News.
Indeed, and our senior reporter Rita Tinina has been on top of this trial, has been following it up, and now joins us with an update. Today is day 3 of the trial. Rita, what do we expect?
Good morning, Sharon. Indeed, day 3 of the trial, and we expect that the witness P0800, will be wrapping up their testimony today. Not sure what time, whether it is before lunch hour or after that. But remember, this is one of the witnesses that bears the bulk of this case. Perhaps that's why it has taken so long. 3 days later, the first witness only. In fact, when the prosecution team was laying out its plan, they had asked for 20 hours to deal with this particular witness. So even the second witness, and that is witness P0613, is also expected to take some bit of time. Those 2 witnesses, the first witness, the second witness, have more of what the prosecution terms as details in this case. So we're not sure whether the first witness who took the stand will be finishing giving their testimony today, or it will drag on until tomorrow, or whether the second witness then will take the stand today. Remember, this trial goes on for 10 days. This is the third day, only one witness yet. We're not sure whether at this point, the ICC says it is not sure whether the defense team will present any witnesses to give their evidence. But from the prosecution side, there are 9 witnesses who will be giving their testimony. So looking at it is 10 days, one witness in 3 days, perhaps maybe even the court will have to extend that time, though bearing in mind that the other witnesses may not take as much time as the first and second witness, because for instance, there is an expert who may not take all that time. But Sharon, in that clip that ran earlier, you saw the first witness, P0800, yesterday, his integrity came under question. Just when the defense lawyer, this is the lawyer representing James Gicheru, Michael Canavas, started cross-examining him, he questioned his integrity. First, he claimed that another witness had told the team that the first witness had tried to sort of induce them to write a statement in what the manner the first witness wanted. But the witness denied that. But there were also questions about double playing. Michael Canavas claiming that the witness at one point was with the side of the defense team. Another time he was on the part of the investigators. And so their integrity came under question. He was told by the investigators at some point, don't engage with the other people. He went ahead, engaged with them, in fact, recorded their conversations, though he